boy, 10 years old boy, right? Me and this boy, they side cell. Apparently, these are the boys that the Tinubu government arrested, that they were flying Russian flag. All these children where you see like this now, they go prison because they could not secure bail for them. They are going to the prison now. They could not secure bail for them. Now the question is this: what does this boy know about flag? This boy does not even have a basic education, let alone knowing that he flew a flag. So you are charging all these kids for treason. Me, I just came out of cell, and I was with them. That's the craziest part. This morning I was going to pee when I woke up. I was going to pee when I saw this boy. I was like, this boy is my children. So now we came to court. They could not grant their bail. They have abandoned the case. So where are they going to sleep? They are going to sleep inside the cell again. And already they stayed for more than 90 days. Today is the 93rd day. 93 days for all the children. See them everywhere. Today is the 93rd. This one boom. This one only. Which food? This one only. See everybody. And all the way from Kano. Where they carry from? Yes. From Kano. Brought them from Kano to Abuja. Where's their parents? Their parents now go, they cry. Nobody. See them. All these are kids. 10 years old. How old are you?
And the best condition.
14 years. All of them are less than 17 years old. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's not fair. Come on.
This is, I don't even know. Now, well done, my people. We don't come again. Another tears. This is what we have. There's nothing to make it sweet or make it or add to the story. This is what it is. You know, videos, they are the best evidence. This is what it is. Again, thank you, VDM. Thank you. Thank you for not shielding the truth. You they talk am as e be. You do well. Thank you. Federal government. In fact, Mokuna give them name. You've seen the video. Let me show another one. I have a couple videos here to show. Video is the best evidence. So not be the one with federal government they talk. Tinubu government, he head day upside down. Excuse me. Watch this.
While we were in court this morning, and shortly before...
This is the counsel for the defendant, because it's the minors, the federal government against the minors. So this is the defendant. Please listen.
For the plea of the defendants, mainly underage children, could be taken. Some of them who were looking quite malnourished, who were looking quite very sick, started snapping in court before the Honorable Justice Egwatu. Justice Egwatu, upon seeing the fainting of these young persons of school age, had to had to stand down proceedings abruptly. We had to rush some of these young children to the clinic within the facility of the court for them to be resuscitated. Some of them are still receiving treatment as I speak to you in the clinic. These young persons has been arrested since the 2nd day of August 2024.
No food.
Over 3 months.
No food.
They've been left without clothing, without housing, without proper care. They are looking very malnourished. As you can see the videos that are flying around social media.
They are taking Gary only.
They were kept at the Kuje Correctional Center
Police.
and at the IRT, the notorious IRT at SAS Abatua. At SAS Abatua. Now, this is the facility that has held our young children that are being kept by this government over allegations of attempting to overthrow the president. The question now comes to, how can a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy who is looking very frail and malnourished attempt to overthrow the president? That is a matter for another day. But we have filed an application contesting and challenging the powers of the courts to try these young persons. And this objection is founded on very solid foundation. The Constitution of Nigeria in Section 18 vests on the government the responsibility of educating young persons. The Universal Basic Education Act and the Children and Young Persons Act vest upon the government the duty to educate its younger ones. Section 2 of the UBEC Act mandates the government to provide education for its young persons, free compulsory education for all young persons. Unfortunately, young Nigerians have been arraigned in court today on a 10-count charge of an attempt to overthrow and overhaul the government of Nigeria. They have been granted bail. We will strive hard to meet the bail conditions if we can. The condition.
My dear, now they listen. They've been charged for treason. Treason. Those little kids that VDM just showed us just now, they've been charged for treason. They've been in incarceration since August the 3rd. And now the federal government have charged them for treason. If not for these lawyers, thank you, kudos to all these pro bono lawyers who fight for the masses. If not for them, they would have just forgotten them there, because Tinubu wants to dig a mass grave to bury all of them. If not for the lawyers that have been crying foul, then this matter for not even come up again. Everybody for don't forget these children, say they even did there. I thought we've seen it all until I heard from the Federal Government Council. And when I saw the kids, I was just crying. I couldn't hold my tears at all. These are minor. I am a mother. Hey, God. Just keep watching with me, please. Now they see them, and they yearn for court. Nothing dey their belly, food not dey. Food not dey their belly, nothing dey their belly. They yearn for court. I want to show you the one that Channel brought. The children actually, I think 2 or 4 fainted today in court, and they had to be rushed down to the maybe first aid center or hospital, because clearly they are malnourished, very, very malnourished. They took them from the streets August 3rd, and now they can't even feed them, but they are keeping them so that at the end of the day, they will dig a mass grave to bury our children. These are Nigerian children. You think that you've seen the worst. When we broadcast, we think, okay, you know what? Go pass this one, so it reach. The next day, okay, I'll watch this one.
Of the 75 arraigned suspected nationwide protesters have been granted bail to the tune of 10 million naira each by Justice Obiora Egwatu of the Federal High Court, Abuja. Those granted bail who are below 15 years are expected to present one surety who must be a civil servant. Meanwhile, some of the suspected protesters brought by the Nigerian police for arraignment fainted at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The suspects between the ages of 12 to
okay, this is Channel TV. They are big names, so they had to blur their pictures. But for the ordinary bloggers, you see it the way it is. No blurring, nothing they cover, but they blur their pictures because they are minors. Minor.
15 are being charged with 10 counts of terrorism, an attempt to overthrow the government, and an alleged mutiny over their participation in the nationwide protest. They were allegedly arrested on August 3rd and had since been in detention before today. The case before the court was for arraignment and plea when some of the suspects fainted, which made Justice Egwatu rise abruptly before coming back to some of the suspects' bail.
These boys that we brought to the court today, all of them are adults.
This is the Federal Government Council, because this one is against the minors. So it's these are the plaintiff, why the minors, the ones that have been charged for treason, they are the defendants. Okay, so I think you are following up with me, please.
Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones. They are not even the real suspects standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. Imagine the level we find ourselves now. Do you know how much it costs us to be at this level of a democracy in this country? These young boys are trying to destabilize Nigeria using the Russian flags and other countries, calling on the military to remove our president. Is it fair to even remove the state governors that they don't want democracy again? If you don't like democracy, are we forcing you? You go back home and sit. Everybody.
In other words, if you don't like what Tinubu is doing to you, go and die. Go and buy. If you don't like, because they call this democracy, I call it autocracy, tyranny. If you don't like it, go and buy yourself. Not go and sit down in your house. He didn't just want to use that word. Go and buy yourself, because this is what you got, right? It's going to be worse than this in the coming days and years. It's going to be worse.
Is enjoying their fundamental rights.
Really?
Nobody is abusing their rights. Everybody is enjoying free movement, and everything's are moving fine in the country.
Jesus Christ. What a balablu. Everything is moving fine in the country. In fact, what is this? How are we going to because we need to trump charges against this one now. He said everything is moving on fine in the country. Now, what a balablu. Hey, bulaba.
These boys, only for no reason, they started protests, violent protests with the flags, foreign flags, Russian flags. Haba, is that what we want in this country? Don't mind the Defense Council. They will always say something to tarnish the name of Nigerian police. It's not true. In my own case, we filed charge against 43 defendants, and all of them were produced to the court today. All of them are adults.
Oh boy. Now they hear this man, I don't know where he from come, whether na hell or whether na hole. I don't know where this guy is coming from, and I don't know where he's talking from. Obviously, this guy is living in oblivion. Obviously, he's disconnected, just like the federal government. Now, the same then be now. Did you see his colleagues laughing behind him? Because they all know that this is a cooked up story. People, when we see for video, minors, they have been charged for treason, that they want to take over Tinubu's government. How is that possible? 12-year-old. What were they protesting for? Give me food. They didn't say buy me car. Give me food. Food. Basic needs. For abroad, these children will be taken care of by the government. Government pays child tax benefits to take care of these children. This is the highest insult yet to be seen and felt. Tinubu does not care about your life. He does not care he does not care about your welfare. So the only thing he can do for you now, if you speak up against his government, he will arrest you and charge you for treason. These are the children that are supposed to be getting child tax benefits. Obviously, the federal government and their councils are living in oblivion. They are disconnected from the masses, the human beings, we, the real people. They are disconnected. He said everything is going on fine in the country. Nigerians, is left to you. It's left for you to judge that very sentence. That everything is going on well in the country. So why are we agitating now? What is the reason for the agitation and the protest? If everything is going on well in the country, I don't think we should be here fighting ourselves, fighting the government. No, there'll be no reason for treason. There'll be no reason for all these trumped up charges. No, everybody will sit in their house and enjoy, like you said. But things are not okay. They are not okay with the common man, except you are with the Tinubu cabinet. That's the only time you enjoy. Look at the children behind me. Look at the children behind me. Look at them. Look at the ones you saw in the video with VDM. those are those children old enough to be married? He said they are married men. Some are graduates. Which graduates? These are Amajiri. Amajiri, they don't know one, they don't know two. The flag that they were even carrying about, they don't even know the meaning. They saw people carrying the flag. They saw maybe some adults carrying the flag, and they copied them and started holding that Russian flag. They didn't know the meaning. These are the children that you're supposed to take in and teach them. If they had gone to school, if they had basic knowledge, basic education, they would have known the meaning of that flag. But because they have been denied of all their basic rights, the northern elites, they don't want all these Amajiri to go to school. They turn them into beggars so that they can take advantage of them. It is a deliberate move. It is a deliberate move to keep impoverishing these people, because the more they are down below, the better it is for the elites. It is a deliberate move. Why are the northerners, mostly the northerners, why are they not educated? All these children, I can bet you, I tell you for a fact, that on the streets. They pick them up from Kaduna and I think Zaria also. That's what they said. Why are they on the streets? Children who go to school should have been in school. They are on the street begging, Amajiri, and you're telling me that they are university graduates. If they were university graduates, how then did they not know the level of the offense that they committed? That carrying that flag holds a very it's a grave offense. How did they not know? They couldn't have known because they don't know the meaning, the difference between A and B. This is the fault of our leaders. Why bandits are on TikTok and online celebrating billions of naira and millions of dollars, you are here arresting innocent children, the children that should have been in school. Tinubu, what else? In fact, what level could you go now? Can you go now to punish us? I am broken. I'm broken because it could happen to, I'm a mother. You could have children and maybe they don't listen to you, or they do what they see that their mates are doing. But these children came out of hunger, anger. A hungry man is an angry man. To protest against, the government for handing them such harsh rules. They can't eat. Naira is zero. Floating of naira. Fuel prices, everything is up. Nobody can afford anything. And they just came out to voice their concern. And what they got from you is treason. That they've committed treason. Yaya Bello is going around the street as a free man till today. He even submitted himself at an EFCC office. What did they do? They pretended as if they were dead. And after he left, they now started acting war film. They now started acting movie. They pretended as if they were dead. Tinubu, how low could you go? Feed these children? No. Let them be in peace? No. When they now speak, you charge them with treason. You can't beat up a child and also dictate on how that child will cry or should cry. You can't. You're not going to do that one. In fact, we think we've seen it all. I think there's going to be worse in the coming days, months, years. I don't even know what to say. Today, I am just broken. I was with a brother on the phone, and the next thing that came out from me was tears. I just cried for these children. If they had 10 million, why would they be on the street? Make una tell me. If to say they get the 10 million way, they slap them with now. Why? Tell me why, one reason that would make them go on the street. I'm telling you now, since August 3rd, their parents have not seen them. What did their parents they do? They are all Amajiris now. More than 80% of these children are Amajiris on the street. Their mama and papa get money, then they fall, enter street, they protest. Yeah? Where are they going to get that money from? Tinubu knows that this is impossible. that these charges will be impossible. So let him just go and dig a mass grave to bury Nigerians. Bury all of us. Let him go and dig a mass grave. When will they get the 10 million? Where? Where? From heaven. 10 million where they not see take it. Look at how malnourished they are. Okay, you have put them into incarceration now. Under your government, under your watch, these children are becoming like kwachoko. They're not sure. The judge ran out of court when they fainted. And after the whole thing have subsided, maybe they took them to the hospital, gave them some glucose, because na lawyer come they buy biscuits and Fanta and Coke for them today. The court, they came back again. And then the dishonorable judge, gave them a fine, each 10 million, with very stringent bailed conditions. Just Injustice Obiora Egwatu. You waited for these children to be revived. Then you came back. You ran out. You didn't do anything to save them. You ran out. So after you came back and you handed them that evil fine. Nigeria has happened to us. My people, I am tearful. These are minors. If you are a mother here or a father, you know what I mean. These are minors. They don't deserve this. If you feel that they have done one thing or other to your government, they want to soil your already soiled government, teach them what to do. Tell them the meaning of Russian flag or the meaning of another flag, because you will claim that Nigeria is a sovereign country, a sovereign state. I don't understand though if we are really a sovereign state, because we are suffering. You and I, we are suffering. The common people are suffering. People with independence don't suffer this much. We are suffering. We are second citizens in our own country. Tinubu, how low could you go? T-pain, to inflict pain on your subjects. How low? How low? I beg now. We don't tire. Food not dey belle. Yet you had the temerity to trump charges against these people. My God. And just look at the lawyer. Look at the judges. So disconnected from human entity. So disconnected. Nothing. They are in alignment at all. They're not be human beings. So, my people, I'm sorry. I'm so broken today. This is not good for any mother to see, any parent to see. I am so broken. Jesus, I'm so broken. I'm so broken. Bye-bye.